16 minutes after the hour, the explosive warning from the Fort Hood shooter to the Pope, praising jihad and calling himself a soldier of Allah. So will our government finally call it what it is, or will they continue to label the 2009 shooting as, quote, workplace violence? Army Staff Sergeant Alonzo Lunsford was shot some 7 times during the Fort Hood massacre, and he joins us now. Alonzo, thanks for being with us.
You're welcome, man. Thank you.
When you heard the news that Nidal Hasan was able to continue spreading his propaganda from behind bars, first reaction?
Oh, I was angry. I was deeply angry, especially after I read the letter that he wrote. And the first question I asked was, for this man to be incarcerated, they're giving him the same liberties as a free person. When is it going to stop? When is it going to end?
Right. Well, so in case anybody isn't familiar with this, he wrote about worshiping Allah. He said, those who die their final death worshiping other than Allah are not forgiven, and their good deeds are rendered useless. Is there any doubt after hearing this that this is a lot more than workplace violence?
Oh, no. It's just another proven point that this man was a terrorist. The next thing that I'm wondering is, I guess the next letter he's going to write is going to be a letter of thanks to our president for allowing him to be able to do the things that he's continuing to do.
Well, that's going to be my next question. I mean, do you think the president, the federal government, are they going to admit that this was a mistake?
Well, I would hope that they would, but now we're in the phase of how long. How long is it going to take them to just say, all right, well, we messed up. It is a terrorist act. It's not workplace violence. And we all need to band together so we can stop this from happening again.
Well, and that's the problem. It has happened again, from what many would say. I mean, take a look at what happened in Oklahoma. It's still being investigated, but at the moment, it's called workplace violence as well. When we all saw the Facebook page of this murderer memorializing 9/11 and Osama bin Laden. So what's the danger of it happening again from your firsthand experience?
Well, the reality is that it's very true that it could happen again. And as we train the military, we say that from a thing of lessons learned. What we have to look at is that how many times are we going to hide behind the phrase of workplace violence before reality actually sets in? And how many times are we going to allow this man to continue trying to pit Christians and Jews against Muslims as if he's trying to incite a holy war? And so you have to look at the underlying message that Hasan is trying to pass off. And we have to put a stop to it now before we end up losing more innocent lives.
Yeah, and you realize that the government appears to think this is a law enforcement problem rather than a terrorism problem, and letting him continue to write these letters. The other issue is that the lawyer made this public. Do you think that that was a problem as well, that the lawyer, in fact, was a tool for Nidal Hasan?
I absolutely do. I think that Hasan has swayed the lawyer's belief in the American system, because the question I ask myself is, what is this lawyer getting out of this? Because it's obvious that this man will never see the light of day outside of bars. So why would he even be passing the letter on for anyone to see? And what is he getting out? It's not like he can really get paid from this man. So now I'm thinking that, has this man just forgotten the country that he fought for? Because his lawyer also wore the uniform that we wore, and I'm trying to figure out, is he a true American, or is he just an imposter?
Unreal. Staff Sergeant Alonzo Lunsford, thank you so much for your time today.
You're welcome.